today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Lamar Jackson and the Minnesota Vikings.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out, the reigning MVP of the National Football League in his third season now from Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Jackson on first down, and his first pass is incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. He's got Burton here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
He hits Beasley right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Minnesota.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out, the number 6 overall pick back in April from Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
2 yards on the pickup in second and 8.
On second down, Jacobs. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3. Buccaneers, nothing.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs.
43-yard line.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 11 at the 41. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Barbie, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 59 yards for him on the ground. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Not much there, only a yard. The ball situated at the 9, second and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
4th and goal.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. DJ Chark, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Travis Benjamin on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Once again, it's Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The tackle by
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On second down, it's Jacobs. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
And until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A gain of 12. And the Vikings first down.
Now Jackson. And Beasley with it over the middle. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. The lead is theirs here in the 3rd quarter, but it's really been the ground game that's been the recipe for success.
You mean the spotlight isn't shining as brightly on the guy throwing it?
No, it's a man behind him that's had a heck of a game.
And that's really okay. That's actually what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells you, hey, I want to be responsible, I want to throw a bunch of touchdown passes. But when you're able to run the football, typically speaking, your team's doing pretty well. And in this case, they're winning.
We'll see if they have balance on this drive. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Back now in Tampa. been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Vikings 3.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now they go screen. It's complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
And the Vikings ready to go again on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael Ojemudia. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return. But I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
Herbert's pass.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They go with Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Herbert. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. He'll buy some time right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Josh Jacobs. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now Jackson on 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On second down, Jackson. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On third down, Jackson. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards the pickup there.
At the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Jackson. He finds a man on a crossing route. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Mudia. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Tampa Bay, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.